What up, what up, what up, peeps? Happy Thursday. Wait a second here for some viewers. Okay, let's get started. Welcome to Mogul Moves Weekly, covering everything from box office buzz to industry power plays and all things Mogul by MoviePass. This is episode 10. Oh my gosh, we should celebrate, Josh. My name's Luigi. I'm the host, and I'm joined today by Josh.
Hello, hello.
All right, Josh, take it away.
We
There we
have
are.
been talking about this a little bit. Obviously, last weekend, pretty heavily overperforming compared to other early Decembers. This weekend is kind of the quiet weekend before the end of the year. Not a lot of big releases. The two that we're really seeing forecasts for so far, Ella McKay, um, supposed to do around 2.5 million. And How the Grinch Stole Christmas supposed to do around 3.5 million. So nothing too big dropping this weekend. I think if you're looking to pick something up that's releasing, one of those two is probably the call. Silent Night, Deadly Night, and Scarlet will probably end up doing under a million, maybe like 500,000 to a million. Um, and really, the story this week is what's coming out for the rest of the year. Avatar, obviously, next weekend will be the big story for the rest of the year. Um, will it hit 2 billion? How high is it going to go? Opening weekend is supposed to be 100 million at least. And I think it'll probably keep trending up, especially with how good we saw last weekend do. It seems like people are in a movie going mood this season.
Yeah,
So
and
yeah, go
well,
ahead.
really quick on that. I mean, I've seen multiple articles out there like, will the domestic box office surpass 9 billion by the end of the year? Will it? And like a big help, I think, was Five Nights at Freddy's. Like, I think no one expected that, and so we're actually
Mhm.
closer than people think to that 9 billion end of the year, which I think you can kind of qualify as like a successful year for theatrical.
Yeah.
I'm
I
sure
mean,
it beats some
even
kind of record that had, some made up record.
I think even, a relatively quiet year leading up to end of year and still good box office numbers all around. So um, yeah, pretty optimistic. A couple other releases. I'm kind of looking at David next weekend, the like faith-based animated film. Supposed to do 25 million, which is pretty
Oh, whoa.
strong.
Yeah.
Obviously, faith-based and holidays kind of go hand in hand. So that might be like a low-key pick next weekend, along with Avatar. And then the rest of the year, SpongeBob, 16-ish million. Anaconda's coming around 18 million. Um, and I think all of us are looking forward to Marty Supreme. It's supposed to do around 12, but that's another one I'd be shocked if it didn't do over that.
Wait. So you're saying David is going to be 20, that the prediction is 25 mil for that?
Yeah, opening weekend.
What?
I
They
believe
don't,
it's
I'm
in.
like, David didn't, I don't remember David having a fashion line or a blimp. I don't know.
No.
That's crazy. I had no idea. Okay, good to know. I'll watch out for that one.
Yeah, I don't think anything too surprising here. Top buys over the past week. Ella McKay is kind of the obvious pick for this weekend. People are still picking up Wake Up Dead Man, um, even though it's limited release. I've been seeing it limited around me, but obviously showing some continued excitement for that as we inch towards the actual Netflix release. And then Is This Thing On, which
Mm.
that's the Will Arnett stand-up movie. Um, which based on the trailers looks pretty lovely. I feel like people are kind of looking forward to that one as well. Top Cells, I think, is just kind of a product of these being the biggest movies that are coming our way right now. So just a lot of movement on SpongeBob, Avatar, and Anaconda. Um, and then again, no big surprise for the top earner this week. It was Five Nights at Freddy's by a long shot. So if you were holding that this weekend, you probably made a lot off that. And then Wicked and Now You See Me doing the best in the holdover spot.
Yeah, who knew that was going to be a sleeper hit 5 nights? Not me.
Yep. No.
All right, moving on to our next segment. This is trailer hype. So it's every trailer that's released this week, or at least the ones that we deem worthy of hype. The first one is the Supergirl trailer. So this is obviously the sequel to Superman. Looks really cool. We get a view of Krypton being what looks like being destroyed. So I'm excited for that, and I think people are, there's lots of hype around Superman, so I'm sure people will love Supergirl. I have no idea who this actress is, but she's going to be a superstar because of it.
He was in Superman briefly, I think, at the end. Uh,
Yeah,
is this a 2026 release? Must be
sounds like, yeah,
if they're doing
yeah, yeah.
teasers.
Oh yeah, yeah. Meaning not a 2027. Yeah, it's a 2026.
Yeah, that's a pretty
Um,
fast follow up.
yeah, I'm sure they filmed like kind of around the same time. In Superman, she was like drunk or hungover or something. Remember? Yeah,
Yeah,
and Crypto the dog's actually her dog.
that's right. Yeah.
Please take care of it. All right, there was a trailer for the movie called The Moment, which is kind of, I wouldn't even say loosely based on Charlie XCX's life. It is like the era of Brat and like basically documenting that, but with actors. So it's scripted version of I guess that story and maybe like a little bit blown up for the drama, but looks interesting.
Is
I think people are obviously Brat was huge, so
is she playing herself or someone playing her?
she's playing herself. She's playing a pop star,
Interesting.
not Char. Or no, actually, she's playing Charlie XCX because that's what the trailer says. And like the whole thing is around Brat, and it's the green, and it's like it truly is just like telling the story of that summer, but with all actors like Alexander Skarsgård's in it. Randomly, like Kylie Jenner's in it for what I'm only assuming it's like a cameo. Um, there were a couple other big names too. I can't remember off the top of my head. This comedian Kate Berlant who's really funny. Yeah, I'll be
That
interested to see
is,
it.
yeah, that is fascinating. It's like it's a little bit late off the heels of,
Right.
but also I don't think she's anywhere out of the zeitgeist. So I think people would be interested.
Yeah, it's interesting. I wonder who pitched that to A24 if it was like, Charlie herself. The movie The Drama, which we talked about on Tuesday, um, the first trailer came out yesterday. It looks pretty intense and good. I'm excited to see that.
Yep.
And then the last one that I wanted to talk about was the Billie Eilish. So this is an actual documentary about like not a documentary, rather a concert film. And so this one's gonna be interesting. I love concert films. I think they're so fun, especially if you like. I like Billie, but I'm not like gonna buy $600 tickets to her concert. So
Yeah.
I would definitely see this.
Yeah. Pay $25 for the screening. Yeah. This I feel like this continues to be a bigger and bigger trend.
Mhm.
Um, obviously led by Taylor Swift and Beyonce to some extent, but I feel like we're going to see more and more of this. And I think I think it's a fun trend. It's like a good way for people to experience the concert without um, the cost.
Yeah. My one gripe with it is that they don't keep them in theaters for long enough.
Sure.
Like
Yeah, it's
I wish it would
like a
just
one
have
week
like
event.
yeah, like I wish it just had like a normal kind of theatrical run.
Yeah, for a couple weeks at least.
Right. I wonder why that is. All right. I think that's it. Yeah. So next up, prediction polls. We have a new slate of polls related to Golden Globes. As you know, the nominations came out. Who will win the Golden Globe for Best Performance by a Male Actor in a Motion Picture, Musical, or Comedy? And most people are, I mean, by a landslide, Timothy Chalamet from Marty Supreme.
Yeah, not too surprising. I feel like I'm surprised Leo isn't inching in there a little bit more, but it kind of makes sense given how in the news Marty Supreme is right now and like how hard he's kind of pushing for that. Ethan Hawke could be a sleeper pick, but I don't think he's outranking the other two.
I'm going, no one's even seen Marty Supreme yet. So the hell do you know that he's going to be
Yeah, right.
right? Like it's not out. So I'm like,
Yeah, just pure
why
hype.
do you guys, yeah, right. Why do you guys think that? We almost want to like leave an open-ended question on these polls, like why?
Yeah.
Um, Golden. So this is kind of newer category, box office achievement. Basically, which one's going to make the most money. Um, I mean, pretty even split between Avatar and Sinners. I don't know that people who are answering know how this works. It's like it's whichever one makes more money, like the most amount of money. So that's just like it's an objective one, right? Or
Yeah,
is that how it
I think
works?
I think you're right. And it kind of makes sense that people would like read that and think Sinners because it was like such a
Yeah,
cinematic moment this year. But yeah, if it's top box office, then nothing is going to beat Avatar.
yeah, I agree. Like maybe Wicked, but not even. And then who will win the Golden Globe for Best Performance by a Female Actor rather, in a motion picture? Um, the landslide again, Rose Byrne. I didn't see this movie. Did you?
Neither did I. No, I think the one on this list that I think should be higher is probably Emma Stone. I feel like Emma Stone's performance in Begonia was like very memorable, and
Mm,
that movie was just like so like actor carried. There was just like so much like shot in one house. I feel like she really carried.
yeah, I think people have a bit of fatigue from her in terms of rewards.
Yeah, and she's been in like
There's
so many Yorgos movies in the last couple of years that all had to get
exactly
nominated. So yeah, there's definitely
right.
voter fatigue.
Yeah, like she's given a lot of speeches. You know,
Yeah.
we have who will win Golden Globe for Best Motion Picture Drama. Uh, Inside Frankenstein, interesting. Hamnet kind of creeping in there. Yeah, well, love
Yeah, I'm
that.
guessing Hamnet will creep up a little bit, but yeah, Frankenstein is like pretty safe choice there as well, I think.
Yeah, we obviously didn't cover every single question or every single poll. So if you want to participate, you can go to mogulgame.moviepass.com and sign up. You have our season is ending in January, and so you only have a little bit of time to participate and play. But there's always time to win. So you hop on over to mogulgame.moviepass.com.
Yep, get in there and play.
Anything else,
I don't think so.
Josh? All right, we'll see you next week. Until
See you
then.
guys.